Welcome to another video, guys. Today I'm going to be talking about Moldavite again because I love it. Today what I'm going to be talking about is sleeping with your Moldavite, just kind of like relatively wrapping it up like that, but more so like what to expect from it. What is this going to be doing to your dreams? What is it going to be influencing in terms of your manifestations? So I'm just going to go ahead and hop right into it. I slept with this thing every single night, never took it off for a second, was going to work with it on. And what I noticed from my sleep is I never used to remember my dreams, ever. Like, I was pretty sure that I don't dream. And immediately from having this, I was waking up in the morning and remembering many multitudes of dreams. They were like really kind of actually really intense anxiety dreams, to be honest with you. Not gonna lie to you there. Very anxious dreams. And very, like, at this point, not very vivid, just kind of crazy. And I would wake up feeling like I had just had a bad trip. So what you can expect from this is I'm not going to necessarily say it's going to give you bad dreams. Now reflecting, I do not believe that they were bad dreams. A lot of it was surface things coming up, a lot of inner anxieties that I've been holding on to. Possibly I'd been dreaming of those things before and wasn't remembering, or was, suppressing, and this was making that, making me having an inability to suppress it. But really, I feel that those dreams were very beneficial, and I took a lot from them. It was a lot of anxieties that I needed to confront and deal with. So that's number one, okay? Remembering my dreams. So it's going to help you to remember your dreams. And two is going to maybe bring some things up in your dreams. Now, number two with Moldavite, and in terms of sleeping with it, is that the dream recall, it feels different. Like I said, I've never really remembered my dreams, but realistically, yeah, I'll remember a little fragment of a dream, here and there, like maybe once every few weeks. And sometimes you have a crazy vivid one, but for the most part, I wasn't remembering them, okay? So that being said, the dream recall feels different from how it would feel without Moldavite. Whereas before, if I were to remember a dream slightly, it would be kind of like I could see, it's okay, this is a great way to explain it. It was like I would remember it, but when you think in your mind's eye and you're remembering the dream, it's like a bird's eye perspective. Like you're kind of outside of everything that's happening, and it's like you're watching it happening, kind of like a memory. And like you can remember those sensations, and it might feel like it was real, and like, whoa, that was a trippy dream, but you're outside of it. Now, Moldavite, boom, baby, I'm telling you, it is not a bird's eye perspective memory anymore. It is like it happened. That's the kind of vivid dream recall that it is. And it's like, instead of remembering it from a bird's eye perspective, when seeing yourself doing these things in this dream, all of a sudden it's really mind-blowing. I was thinking about it, and it reminds me a lot of quantum jumping and law of attraction type things like that, and reality transurfing. Maybe you haven't heard of those things. If you're interested, check them out. They're pretty badass. But it was like, with the Moldavite, remembering my dreams, it wasn't a bird's eye perspective. It was through the eyes. I remember my dreams as if I was really there. Not a memory, but as if it was something that happened and was still happening. And that's kind of difficult to explain, but instead of being outside of it, I was actually seeing it through my own eyes. So in a dream, I'm going on a walk, right? And I remember the dream the next day. Without Moldavite, I see myself going on a walk. With Moldavite, I'm going on a walk, and as my arms are swaying, I can see them through the eyes, and I see them swaying, and I can feel the sensation of my feet touching the ground. That's the best I could try to explain this, okay? Now, number three is that the way that might affect you is you won't be able to sleep at first. It kind of adds, this is the weird thing, is it kind of makes you feel a little bit insomnia-y. It kind of makes you feel like you're having insomnia, difficulty Going to sleep, I felt kind of hot, kind of uncomfortable. You could call it agitation. Now, again, you would say that this is bad. But what I really love about Moldavite is there is no hiding from what you're supposed to be feeling and supposed to be doing. It is all in, baby. It's all the money in. You're in Vegas and you're all in on the first slot. And yeah, that's kind of how it feels. And so there's kind of this agitation. Now, I'm sleeping like a baby with these. I go to sleep with this one on. I've showed this in a past video. I'll try to get it up a little bit closer. Not sure if the camera's focusing. Apologies if not. I'm winging this. So I'm going to sleep with both of these. And in the beginning, like I said, it's kind of uncomfortable. Okay? It's going to bring all this stuff up. But now I sleep better than I've ever slept. And I wear both of these every single night. And I like it a lot. So you can expect to maybe feel agitated at first. But just be true to those feelings. Let it all lay itself out for you. Let yourself fall into it. This was a beautiful time where I would practice meditation, and I changed my relationship with my sleep patterns and going to sleep. So that's something else I feel that Moldavite can do is kind of affect your relationship with going to sleep. I no longer look at going to sleep as just kind of like going to sleep and tuning out of life. It's like I'm still living. Like, these dreams are so real and vivid, and these feelings are so vivid, and I'm exploring all these different aspects, and I don't look at it the same way. I'm excited to go to sleep now, but not in the sense where I go through my day, man, I can't wait till nighttime to go to bed. I still love my, waking life, but that's something that's kind of cool. And that's going to kind of lead me into number 5, which is that you're going to have a lot more dreams. They're going to be a lot more vivid. They're going to be kind of trippy and weird feeling. And I can't explain the weird to it. It's just a very alien feeling. I'm not going to get into that because I can't even fathom it. It's very weird, okay? Weird is the only word that makes sense here. Weird/alien. That's what it is, okay? But that leads me to number 5, is that all that stuff been happening, it's not random. Okay, the way that Moldavite is going to affect your dreams and your sleep and where you're going during that, and like astral projection or how all these different things that you could be doing in your sleep and that this could help you to do, it's not random. It's not just crazy shit that's happening and going around and you wake up, whoa, what the heck? It is all very, very related to who you are. Well, I can't speak for you. I'll speak for myself. It's all been very, very related to who I am, things that I'm experiencing in my normal day, things that I didn't realize that I was subsiding, but now it's applicable and I understand. So it's not just going to be random stuff. And I'm going to give a quick example here. So I have a ferret, okay? And if you know anything about ferrets, you know that they defecate on the ground. And you can train them to an extent. And some of them won't, and some of them do. My ferret lately has just been kind of being, I'm not going to say a jerk because she's a ferret and we have different levels of consciousness and understanding another being's existence and how you're affecting them. So, not going to call her a jerk, but she's been like pooping on the floor outside my door. Like, she's specifically leaving them for me to like maybe accidentally step in the dark. And she's never done this before. And she's been like trying to purposefully like make messes only in my areas. And I have a roommate and she can go in and out of his room all day. She'll go to sleep in his room. She'll fall asleep in a corner or like in a drawer, and she'll wake up in his room, come out of the drawer, come into my room, poop in the middle of the floor in my room, like right next to my bed, and then she'll literally go right back into his room and go to sleep. There's more to it, but I'm going to leave it at that. But I was kind of done with her attitude, and I just didn't really appreciate the way she was making me feel, so I decided just to cut off the emotion to it, and I just take care of her now. I don't look for anything out of that, right? That had been something that I'd been thinking about for a few days, and I had just talked about it with my roommate, and he was kind of upset I was feeling that way. You know, we gotta love our pet. And lo and behold, last night, I had the craziest vivid dream ever, and I wasn't me in this dream, okay? But again, I'm seeing it through those eyes, like I was talking about in number 2. I'm seeing it through the eyes of this, and I don't even know what I am. The consciousness was completely different. I wasn't thinking like a human. I can't explain it. I was just existing, and I'm in this like glass box, and I'm kind of like looking around, but everything's like, the dream was very, just kind of, it had this pulse to it. And I would just kind of looking around, and there were all these like weird like baby rat things around me, which I now I believe that they were ferrets, and looking into the dream they were. But in the dream, I didn't have that understanding. I didn't realize that I was with ferrets. There were just these weird creatures, which ended up being ferrets. But I'm sitting in this glass box, and there's a bunch of them around me, and I'm kind of like looking at, and I'm standing and moving, and I can't really see my own body, but I'm relating to them. Like I feel like I am them. And then all of a sudden, this huge hand, which I know now to be a hand, but in the dream it was the scariest thing ever. I didn't know what was happening. Comes in and grabs me from like just like the side like of me, and it hurts so bad, and just yanks me out and starts walking and carrying me. And I'm like looking at this happening, and I feel like I'm dying. Like it felt really horrible, like it was a total nightmare kind of feeling. My skin was crawling. I felt like I was gonna puke, and it was terrifying, okay? And as I'm being carried across, there's like this like dog, and it's like barking for some reason. And looking back now, seeing the dream, the dog was just a regular dog, and it was just barking, excited to see the owner that was carrying me. But to me, it was the most horrible, frightening thing ever. And this dog, I thought I was gonna be like, it was gonna kill me, and then I'm like thrown into this box, and then others are being tossed into this box with me from, I don't know, probably from the same glass cage box thing that I came out of, and they're being thrown into this container, and then like some air holes are poked into it, and then I hear the sound of like getting into a car. So then I woke up. So that's where it ended. I don't know where it would have progressed to. I woke up to some kids playing in the parking lot and screaming this morning. That was really nice. I knew the second I woke up that my ferret's name is Esme. I knew the second that I woke up that I was Esme in that dream. Now, I'm not going to say that I traveled back in the past and experienced her existence being moved from the ferret farm to, the pet store that I got her at. I'm not going to make that claim. But in my heart and my soul, that is totally what happened. I was Esme in that dream. I felt what it's like to be her. I felt the beginning of her life, like being a baby and transferred. And I have no hard feelings towards her. And it's like she's treating me completely different this morning. Like completely different. Like she'd just been kind of jerked to me lately, and she comes up and she's rubbing herself on me, and she's following me around, and I'm on the couch like eating my fruit breakfast, and she comes and she sits on my lap, and instead of trying to knock my water over and mess with my fruit, she just wanted to be with me. And it's like, that's what I really know, that it was from this. The dream had the same kind of feeling. It's like, it's so submersive. So I'm going to leave it at that. The dreams are applicable, okay? Number 6 is I want to talk about where you can put it and like what you can do with it. So I wear this one. I don't ever take this one off, except if I'm going to be like charging it or like cleansing it, which I really feel like you don't need to do much with Moldavite. That's not what this video is about. I'm not going to get into that. So what I do is I'll wear this one. This one for a while I was putting under my pillow. And I'll do that sometimes, but something cool that I kind of discovered, and I actually wore this for this video for this purpose, is I've got this headband, right? And it's got this little lip here, and so I'm wearing it downwards so that I can visually show you, but normally I would wear this reversed so the stone doesn't fall out. But this is what I'll do when I go to sleep. I take this, and I slide it up, if you could see that. I slide it up and into the center of my bandana headband, and so now it's right here. And then when I'm going to sleep, I'll kind of just pull it down like this, and I wear something over my eyes anyways to block out the light that comes in through the window. And now it is over your third eye, your pineal gland, right? And since I have done that, my dreams are just wicked crazy, okay? I don't dream anymore. I teleport into different dimensions of reality and existence, and it's very alien feeling, okay? So if you've got a Moldavite, um, you know, think about if you want to go to sleep with it, or you're thinking about it. Hopefully, this video has shed some light on maybe what you can expect, maybe how to go about it. And all that being said, guys, I really, really love Moldavite a lot. I'm definitely going to keep making videos about it because I can't stop for whatever reason. And you guys have an awesome day. Have an awesome night. Sleep with your Moldavite. See, feel, be different, and experience all of these things that aren't different but are actually you happening.